So our standard sets right now are legal until next year, and four of them will be rotating out. So that should be uh, Midnight Hunt, uh, Crimson Vow, New Capenna, and Kamigawa. That's gonna
Yeah.
be four sets.
So, but
Mm-hmm.
still a very exciting standard with 10 legal sets. That's so many sets compared to
Yes, that
before.
is true. That is true. So, approaching next year, I believe it will be for 3 years instead. Legal and standard would be cards coming from New Phyrexia.
Yes,
Yeah.
starting with new direction. And this is explosive start here from Paul going out with the recruitment officer. That's a very strong card in Pioneer. And what
Mm-hmm.
they and it's showing up in with the same shell in standard
Mm-hmm.
because you know and Talia is just a strong card. I don't know why they
Yeah.
even printed it in
They
standard.
reprinted Talia in standard, and ju- Jesus Christ! I mean, look at that board right now. So, Paul just casted recruitment officer, passes his turn two, gets the resolute.
Yeah,
What's that again?
the
That's the one that makes
the
a
token,
one-one
yeah, the
soldier.
one
Yeah,
soldier. So we're gonna expect a valiant officer right now,
that
or
is true.
either a copper coat vanguard. I don't know what build he is using. It's either he is using a soldier core or a humans core, but I think
Hmm.
it's humans
Yeah, I
because
believe it's humans because I'm seeing an Adeline here,
yeah,
and if he is using soldiers, he's supposed to have a white. So that's gonna be a convoke for Knight Errant.
yeah, a knight errant, very good
Mm-hmm.
play here, but very
Very good
strong.
play. Very strong play, actually.
Now
So
he's
look at that. Wedding announcement main board. Did you just see that? Two wedding announcements on main board.
and the problem is, does Paul even see anything? Oh, he does.
He
He's
does.
looks
That's
for
the
two.
merchant, I believe.
Yeah, the merchant and the I forgot. I can't see the other card, but we will confirm it later on.
Mm-hmm.
That's the merchant that puts
Yeah, the book
the
merchant.
token, right? Yeah, well, it's
Yeah, it puts the enchantment token. I believe it's a hero token.
oh no, the
No,
sorcerer token. It's
sorcerer
yeah,
token.
the sorcerer token. It's actually one of the a very good card because
Mm-hmm.
every start of battle phase, you just pay one and say here, get a free 1/1 and a scry
Mm-hmm.
one, and it's very strong.
Nice.
Uh,
And Paul here has the binding from Crimson Vow. It's an enchantment that exiles a creature that's three cast below. If I, correct
Binding
me if
or
I'm wrong.
portable hole?
I don't think that is that a portable.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, I think there's a portable hole.
that's a
Yeah,
portable hole,
yeah.
not a
One of
binding.
the very a very strong card from Kamigawa.
Mm-hmm.
It even sees play in Pioneer. So I think Paul is just using the Pioneer shell, but making it standard legal.
Wait, no, portable hole is from AFR.
Oh,
So
AFR.
it's not legal.
So
So
it's
this is
binding.
this is the yeah, that's the enchantment bind.
Yeah, the enchantment. Still very strong card.
Planar disruption coming here from Miki.
Yeah, that
Getting
Knight
rid of
Errant
that Knight
is
Errant.
Knight Errant is not attacking. That's gonna be a beefy 4/4, but Mickey says no, you're not gonna attack. And here
And
we go,
it's
slamming
turn.
down the
It's the
Adelaide.
Adeline. It's the Adeline.
And knowing you, Busoy, that's your deck in Pioneer. What do you think about this?
That's a very strong board. Potentially gonna have three creatures. Yes, he does have three creatures on board attacking.
And a
So-
beautiful 1/1 token.
Sheesh. So currently, Paul has five creatures on board. One of them can't attack. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's six now after casting Hopeful Initiate.
Yeah.
Very aggressive, Paul. Very aggressive. Your board's full.
Mickey needs to answer that Adelaide. Otherwise, he's gonna eat 6 damage. Or 7, actually, once Adelaide creates a token. That's gonna be
Exactly.
super big.
That's six creatures on board plus one creature. That's gonna be seven. Paul still has one card in hand, so it's gonna be an easy cast. I mean, he still has the spell vendor, so
Yeah, the spell vendor is still waiting. So it's gonna most likely pump the Adelaides just to
mm-hmm.
make it a 4 toughness.
That
I know,
is
5
true.
toughness,
Five
I mean,
toughness.
yeah.
So I don't see any outs for Mickey here with that deck. Green white enchantments is very specific when you play it. You need to be able to build your board very early. But with the exile that Paul just did, it's gonna make it so that the enchantment count that Mickey has is very, very low. I mean, the card that was just exiled was Jukai Naturalist. That's supposed to be one of your gas for your deck. It makes your enchantments cost one to cast less.
Mm-mm.
And that's
Yeah.
gonna be a tough hit on Mickey.
This is gonna be super tough because Paul basically exploded right off the gates. While Mickey, usually when you want to play green white enchantments, you want to keep a first turn generous visitor because that visitor is the
Mm-hmm.
thing that grows with each enchantment
That
you
is
play.
true. And as we can see over there, Mickey does have the generous visitor in hand.
Yeah, so why didn't he play it? Or
I
maybe he
think
just drew
I
it.
think it's because he played the Prairie first for his
Mm.
turn one land, which is a tapped land that's dual color.
Yeah, so that slowed down his tempo. So now Paul is just taking
Paul just
full advantage of that.
that's an
It's
ossification right there. That's an ossification.
yeah, no
He's
blockers
also,
for you.
he does have one blocker. As good doggo.
I think that Doggo is gonna go to Adelaide. He has no other choice here.
Yeah. He has no choice. He has to block
Yeah, he
Adelaide.
has to block. Yeah, he has to block Adeline. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. At this point, if I was Mickey, I would just scoop and just ready for the next game.
Yeah, but from what I've heard, Mickey doesn't have sideboard.
oh, oh no! But he does have advantage going first, correct?
That is true, but yeah, he did go second. That's true. So next game is gonna be. I just hope he gets his turn one visitor.
Yeah, the turn one visitor into turn two naturalist is super strong because
Mhm.
you can make the naturalist into 3/3.
If you would like to support this channel, check out our website at topdeckph.com.
So game number two here, Mickey starting with a prairie. This is a bad
It's a
start.
very yeah,
Paul
a
going
very slow
with the
start.
same opening he had from last game. Well, I
Mm-hmm.
just hope Mickey gets a naturalist so at least he can
Ah, he gets the
stave off the
doggo.
attacker. But yeah, the dog is fine. It can
Dog is
block
fine.
the recruitment officer.
He has one more land. He wants to go for a ganja next turn. I mean, doesn't really have anything in the graveyard yet, so can't really make use of that.
Yeah, and Paul's not gonna get attack because that dog is gonna
It's just gonna block
easy block the
the
recruitment officer, and you're gonna trade 1 for 1, and which is bad. So he's just gonna wait for something.
Yeah. I mean, the best thing that Mickey could do right now is Jukai Naturalist into another dog or something.
Ooh, that's a Kami.
Okay, we got a Kami.
I mean, the Kami is fine. It makes anything bigger, so you
Yeah.
can
No,
wait.
it only makes itself
Oh,
bigger.
itself bigger. Yeah, I forgot it's not a generous visitor.
Yeah, it's not a generous visitor.
Mm.
But it does have trample, so it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So we Mickey needs to have something here. So he has another dog to search into something he can find. But what is that something? Is the question. Yeah. So gonna block the, which is
I
this
think
plays.
it's gonna be a fair trade right here for both players.
Yeah, but I think Paul's purpose was just to make the what's his name, the hopeful initiate bigger, which is
Yeah.
fine. It becomes a 2/3 and becomes harder for Mickey to block later on.
And now with Athalia on board, it's gonna be an oopsie for Mickey because
Yeah, it's gonna be super
those
hard for him
enchantments
to.
are gonna be harder to cast, man.
So yeah, with that, you're gonna be harder and harder for Mickey to block to cast those things. So, ooh.
Oh, Mickey, that's free to cast. Oh no, it's a
No,
creature.
no, it's a creature, it's a creature.
Oh, my bad, my bad. I stand corrected.
And gonna make the Kami bigger, so at least it can try.
And
to
that's a
block.
Jukai Naturalist
Oh,
right
there
there.
we
Okay.
see. That's what I want to
Let's
see.
go.
And gonna make the Kami extra big, beefy, so it can block the Talia next turn.
Exact seas, my boy. Let's go, Mickey.
I don't think Mickey needs to attack.
Yeah, he doesn't have to attack.
Yeah, he doesn't have to attack. Oh, he does.
He does attack. Okay,
Oh.
okay.
I think. No.
Interesting choice for Mickey. Interesting choice.
Yeah, super interesting toys. I think he just needs to.
Oh no, Paul
I think
has
he's
an
thinking-
ossification in hand.
I think he was thinking that he needs to put on the pressure as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, now with an ossification in hand, something's gonna go. What do you think
Exactly.
is Paul gonna choose?
No, that's not an
Oh.
ossification. That's a
Spellbook vendor?
that's a
Oh,
vendor.
it's a vendor.
Wait, no, that's not the
Oh
vendor.
no. What is that?
Wait, let me confirm. Let me check.
So this is gonna be super hard for Mickey with Talia on board, especially with all the enchantments in his hand. It's gonna be super hard for him to cast, and without a generous visitor, your creatures are gonna be smaller compared to Paul's humans, and so this is gonna be a super hard problem for him. Hopefully, he doesn't attack with Kami next turn, so at least Kami can block.
Holy crap! That's a Sanguine Evangelist.
Ooh, an evangelist, a spicy tech card here from Paul.
Spicy tech from Paul. So that's actually a bat, not the not the roll token. Okay. Spicy,
Ooh.
spicy.
So we see some technology here from the City of People preparing themselves against the field of
Okay. That's a good cast from Miki. That's gonna be Restoration of a Ganjo. So next turn, he's gonna get a Plains, and next turn he can get the dog again from his graveyard for free. Put it in the battlefield tapped, and he gets to draw a card. Pretty value.
Yeah, pretty good value. He just needs to Mickey just needs to block
But
smartly
I
here.
think Miki forgot something here.
Yeah, he didn't trigger the Kami.
Yeah, he didn't trigger the Kami. Mickey. It's a pawn casting.
Okay, he didn't
Okay.
forget.
Okay.
So, what do you think about this matchup? Do you think Mickey has a chance to turn the tides?
Let's see. So if Mickey is able to cast his Catilda and flip the Restoration of a Ganjo, I think he has a fighting chance here.
Yeah, but that Talia is gonna be super back-breaking for him.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's correct.
-1, yeah. Kami getting
-1.
super bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Super
but-
value coming here from Jukai Naturalist, actually. I mean, being able to
Oh,
pay,
yeah,
pay
Naturalist,
one
I'm
and
sorry.
draw one, pretty much big value for Mickey, but I think he's drawing lands.
Yeah, and he's gonna need to look for that generous visitor soon. Otherwise, he's gonna get
Yeah.
overwhelmed by the
Yeah,
humans.
He's gonna be overwhelmed. So next turn, I assume Mickey's gonna draw 2 cards. Let's hope he gets something good out of that.
Yeah, with the doggo, want to cast doggo right now with the naturalist.
Let's see how it
And
goes.
now, what is that?
What is that card? Ah, okay.
Ooh.
No, that's not an ossification. What the hell is that?
I think it's a nosification because it targeted a land.
But he had to sacrifice a bat. No, he didn't target the land.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll have to check again.
Yeah,
I'll be
no.
wrong.
This is the new card from Ixalan, so we're not really as prepared because the set just recently dropped. So this is some spicy tech from Paul. Answering that Kami was very important for him because he doesn't have a way to answer very beefy toughness. So other than having destroy evil, I think he didn't have any other way of answering.
It's really quick.
Dextro's Reliquary from Ixalan. Wow.
Yeah. Daming tech ni Paul, ah.
Yeah, the technology. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Daniel. Daniel or
Yeah, Daniel Acusar.
Daniel?
Thank you very much.
That's for Reliquary. Yeah, technology here from Paul. We're used to seeing ossification, but wow, I didn't think of using Duskro's Reliquary. That's also a possible choice.
Yeah, actually, very good choice coming from Paul with the creature removals. And Daniel, yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, Daniel. Supporting. We actually have Cebu players coming here. We
Ooh,
have
yeah, shout out.
3. Shout out to our Cebu players. We have Mary, Barney, and Denzel coming over here. And yeah, thank you very much for showing your support. Barney right now is actually fighting Doc Pao, so
Ooh,
Match
very
of-
spicy match.
match of the century again.
How many players right now, Pusoy?
So we have 15 players registered.
Ooh,
And
Very
that's,
big.
Oh my god. There she is.
so this is gonna be a very heartful 4 rounds or 5. If
5 rounds.
I think, yeah,
Oh, no,
5 rounds.
4 rounds
4
and then
rounds.
cut the top 4.
Ooh, so many rounds right now for standard. This is perfect for those who want to play with the standard season this January.
Mm-hmm.
And are you gonna join Busoy with the standard? season?
I am actually. The deck that Mickey is piloting is actually mine. So
Oh, that's why it doesn't have a sideboard. So if Mickey loses, we have someone to blame.
nah. I had to mutilate my deck so that some of the players can play.
Yeah, but I think Mickey is actually having a chance here.
Yeah, he
With
does. He
Paul down
does.
to 10 life.
Fall down to 10 life. Mickey has 5 creatures on field. He also has the restoration of a Ganjo flipped over.
Ooh.
So he's gonna have a fighting chance. He just needs to put down that Catilda.
Yeah,
But does
Catilda
he have it in hand?
or a generous visitor. We
That's
need to
true.
see that generous
We need to
visitor.
see the visitor too.
He has already casted so many enchantments that
Mm-hmm.
he can no longer put as much value with generous visitor, but that naturalist is gonna help him so much with
Mm-hmm.
casting cards for basically free.
That's true. That's true.
And is that another Ganjo?
No, that's not another Yanjo. That's the Transient Kami, I believe.
Ooh,
So that's gonna be mill 3 and then make a
a
1/1
spirit
spirit.
token. And this is the power of enchantments.
Mickey doesn't have tokens, of course. I'm gonna give him one.
No. Tell him that yeah.
Yeah, I'll give
With
him.
no tokens, you can just in Magic you can use any cards to represent tokens because tokens are not necessarily cards. So as long as the players can understand what card it is and I mean what token it represents, you're free to use it. So yeah, we'll just tell Mickey to use another card as a representation of the token because if you use a card from the graveyard, players just sometimes forget that it's in the graveyard. And here we go, the ossification targeting the a Ganjo, and it's gonna now that's gonna be super hard for Mickey because that was his big creature. So without it, the naturalist is gonna easily die to the Talia and the Adelaide. So he has to block wisely here. But I think he can just block the token from the Adelaide just to gain back 2 life. But that Adelaide is gonna be super big.
That is true. That is true. The good thing about it though, it doesn't have trample, so he can maybe stall out the game for a bit. It's gonna be very, very taxing for him though.
Yeah, it's gonna be super taxing. I think he has to double block it with the naturalist just to gain 4 life. But that's a super bad trade, especially with how value naturalist is for his current field.
Hmm. That is correct. That is correct. Just may parang masyadong bright yung stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
the stream is kind of bright. Let me ask
No.
our floor man to adjust the brightness.
Oh
of the
yes,
cam.
thank you very much for that
Thank you very much,
information.
sir.
There is a battle cry from the no. I forgot about that. That's right. So he basically has to block the Adeline just to survive. So the problem is, does he want to kill it right now, or will he just chump block it with his doggies? This is super hard for Mickey right now. Humans is just a very good shell.
That's true. That's true. I mean, it shows, man. They even have it in standard. It even has another version which is blue white humans and soldiers.
Yeah, soldiers. I think there are 2 people here playing soldiers, or are they using the token variant?
Regarding that, I am not sure. So we will see if they make it to the top tables.
Yeah, we
But
will
I
see.
do know that one of our players is using the what do you call this? The standard list that they have at Goldfish.
Ooh.
So we'll see if he makes it to the top tables. He is fighting against Control right now. So
So right now we will see who will be next in the table. But right now, Paul is basically steamrolling Mickey right now with just the flooding the board with all those humans, and Adeline is being harder and harder to answer.
where did the engineer of Eganjo go?
It got ossification.
Oh my god!
That's why that one ossification basically
Oh my
threw
God.
away Mickey's fighting chance. This is gonna be
Oh,
harder.
no. It's just gonna get harder and harder. Mickey, don't forget your trigger. That's a +1/+1.
Yeah, this is what we're talking about. The issue, I think the issue with green white enchantment is that you really need to have that turn 1 visitor. Visitor being pure value at turn 1 diminishes the later you draw into it. So I think Mickey should have just mulliganed until a turn
So
1
that's
visitor.
it. That's round one, boys and girls.
Ooh,
Paul winning 2 games straight.
and showing the
Oh,
power of the
Blader disruption.
showing the power of
Ooh.
a human's shell. This is why this deck is good in Pioneer.